Hello everyone and welcome back to another part of my F1 23 Road to Glory career mode here with Alpha Tauri in Season 1. Welcome to the Miami Grand Prix at the Miami Garden Circuit in Miami. If you remember last time out in Australia, Verstappen's engine blew up in our face, and for the first time this season we have got a double points finish. Tsunoda finishing in P8 and we finished 10th, which was a good bounce back from our DNF in Saudi Arabia. Sainz still leads the championship from Perez, who got an excellent win in Australia. And in the constructors, we're currently P7 with 7 points. And now we have some R&D to spend. The Venturi tunnels came in at the end of last episode, so we're going to purchase this aerodynamics upgrade on the rear wing, and then we're going to buy that tyre upgrade when this next chassis comes in. I'm now asked about our rivalry. I choose Ocon here, as I feel Norris is a lot better driver than Ocon, and we will be challenging Ocon more. So we choose Ocon, and now our first chassis upgrade comes in, which succeeds. That was a weight redistribution, I believe. So now we're going to buy our tyre wear upgrade, which also should come in time for Miami. Our other chassis upgrade also succeeds, and then both upgrades, our ignition system, power, and an aerodynamics upgrade succeeds on the front downforce. So I purchased this drag reduction, which should come in time for Miami, hopefully, as now we have a possibility of an ERS upgrade, which hopefully we'll be able to get on in time for Imola next race, if we can buy it. There's not much else we can do, so we start our season break. So now we have a bit more R&D to spend. We purchase this powertrain upgrade on the ERS, which should come in time for Imola. We now have the best engine on the grid as well, I might add, which is going to really help us in a straight line. Our tyre wear upgrade also succeeds, as does our aerodynamics. So we now have a powertrain upgrade, where we can get 600 more resource points. So I take that, and now we have a chance to buy another upgrade, which we're going to do. We're going to buy... Well, I'm not going to buy an upgrade. I thought about buying the fuel efficiency, but decided that it'd be better spent saving up for that chassis upgrade, which is just 400 more R&D points away. So we get our next R&D. Then our wheel rim covers succeeds as well. That's drag reduction. So now let's head to the race weekend here in Miami, since I'm not sure there's anything else to do, but we do first need to put these new components in for our engine. Remember last time out we had a lot of engine wear on our internal combustion engine, so we put all those in. Now let's head to the race weekend. We have so many upgrades coming in, as we're now making an absolutely massive step, as we're now best of the rest and could be challenging for another double points finish. But no, let's do quick practice. Now that's completed, we have 3,000 R&D points, and let's go on a bit of a spending spree. First things first, I'm going to buy the chassis upgrade, which should come in time for Spain. If I rushed it, it would come in time for Imola, but decided that it wouldn't be worth it. Next, I buy this drag reduction upgrade, which will allow us to unlock an DRS upgrade. And then that's all we can buy for now, so now let's head into qualifying. But first, I do buy this gearbox upgrade because I feel that wear is something we do need to improve on, so we have quite high engine wear. Let's head into qualifying then. First flying lap then here in Miami. Hope this is a good one. We should be making it into Q2 really as a formality now. It's a nice sector 1. I think it is. I thought it was a nice sector 1, but maybe we took a bit too much curb. And the end of the lap, this lap hasn't been the best. It's been okay, but I know there's time to find. As I thought of continuing going immediately, but before realizing I don't have the ERS for this. So a P12 at the moment, P13 after Hulkenberg sets his time. So we go again for another flying lap, and we just gain time everywhere. And it's a good thing I do go out on this lap, since we're in P16 currently. Unfortunately for us though, Tsunoda in P15, meaning that one of us is going to be out early here in Q1. And I think it's going to be Tsunoda's. We cross the line around 8 tenths gained. That's enough for P10 and through into Q2. So that's Tsunoda out of qualifying, which is quite disappointing, I must say. I expected a bit more from him, but Lando Norris in P3 were really strong showing from him. Albon also makes it through, Piastri sneaks through, but Tsunoda a 10th off Q2, which is quite disappointing. So he's been knocked out. We've also lost Hulkenberg, Ocon, our rival, which is good for us. There we go then, Q2. First lap here again in Q2. Tyres were a bit cold initially, but we get them warmed up and take it really good. First sector, we're on the tyres we used in Q1 for this one, for our second run. We're on them again, and this lap was pretty bad, if I'm completely honest. And we are P15 at the end, which is very disappointing, but this lap has to count again on old tyres. We go out immediately after, and we gain time in a lot of places. 8 tenths at the end, 9 tenths on the exit. As we go up to the line, from P15 we jump up to P6, so good lap there from us. But I go out again just in case we might get knocked out on the new tyres, as we do gain time, but in the end it's not really necessary, as we are through to Q2 and we want to save these tyres for Q3 and maybe for the race as well. So that's Q2 done. Lance Stroll out in the Aston Martin, really not performing. We're through in P8, Gasly through in P9, Norris also through in P6. Bottas, both Alfa Romeos are out. A Williams of Alexander Albon and Oscar Piastri in the McLaren. For the first time, we are in Q3. First lap in Q3 then. This is our one and only flying lap. We want to save those other tyres for the race. And this lap has been, in general, pretty decent, I think. And we're just absolutely pushing to the limits here. Really nice. Really, really nice. But we're going to go up to the line. From P10, the last person to set a lap, we're going to go all the way up into P2, 4 tenths off Perez, but that's our only lap. And that, in the end, is good enough for us to start P6 on the grid. Red Bull make it a 1-2. It's a 3-4 for Mercedes. Sainz in 5th. And we out-qualify Leclerc, who starts 7th. So now we're going to head into the race. Here we go then, the Miami Grand Prix. We're going to do a soft medium, I think, overall. Now let's start the race. A soft medium for us. Everyone around us really on the mediums or hards. These tyres have been really difficult to warm up. I don't know if you noticed on the grid lineup, we're starting P5, not P6, because Max Verstappen has a penalty probably took an engine penalty after his engine failure in Australia. But we're going to line up good parking from us. Here we go then. The Miami Grand Prix. We're going to go to 5 red lights. Here in Miami, for the Miami Grand Prix, it's lights out and away we go, and it's an absolutely cracking start from us. We to get Sainz and both Mercedes, as we're going to try and go around the outside of Sergio Perez. We're up into P2, can't get P1, but that's an absolutely fantastic start for us. Perez also on the soft tyres. Our soft tyres maybe a bit more warm than I'd hoped, but our tyres being warm has really helped us out here, and the soft giving us the grip that we need to get off the lights. I'm not sure if we can go for the win this video, but hopefully if we can defend well enough, a podium could be in sights. Perez already 1.4 seconds down the road. His Red Bull a lot more superior. As now Sainz already, who's also made a fantastic start, is up in P3. We're going to have to go defensive here. Sainz trying to go round the outside, but maybe the soft tyres was the right choice to start, despite them being a bit worn. As through this section we go, we don't keep it the best tidy, go a bit off the track there. And there's a yellow flag behind us, I'm not sure what that's for. But Sainz now, all over the back of us, he wants this P2, he wants this win possibly. And he's going to go for the move. And we just managed to hold him off, but then on the very next lap he can try copycat move. We squeeze him. And his nose taps our rear wheel. Luckily we didn't get a puncture there. But Perez already 5 seconds up the road. And we're holding Sainz and just going defensive into every corner. But now with DRS, I'm not sure how much longer we will be able to defend. The pace difference is just huge. Not much we could do as Sainz wants to go for the move here. Down the inside, that's not a place you go for the move. We cut him off. There's a yellow flag behind us. As there's a virtual safety car. What's happened there? What's happened to Hamilton? Is he out? I didn't see what popped up there. What happened? Let's see. So Sainz went down the inside and Hamilton just coming around. Sainz tried to go down the inside. We squeezed him and Hamilton was just taking too much speed and he's out the race. I'm surprised it's not a full safety car, to be honest. But on my word, the full safety car is deployed. As now we have a very interesting strategy call to make. Do we pit this lap? I decided to do the same as Perez, but as I have it on broadcast safety car, it's not much. He pitted on the second lap. Sainz tried to get the jump on us here. We led the race. He had to give that back, and we go immediately, catching him a bit off guard. But we are now on soft tyres, and we're pitting at the end of lap 9. And Perez has pit. And he's really right on our tail. A couple more people, I think the other soft runners have boxed, so we're the only car still on softs. As Sign tries to go down the inside, at the end of sector 1, towards the middle of sector 2, we're going to hold it round the outside and then get the inside line here and force him very wide, so wide in fact. Leclerc just sneaks through. Now he's up into P2. We don't keep this tidy at all though. I'm really having trouble finding the grip in the middle sector. These tyres are obviously going off a bit. As now Leclerc's going to try and go around the outside. And these softs not really giving me as much grip. Oversteer roughly at every corner. And our engineer tells me that we're going to be pitting in 2 laps time. So we just have 2 more laps of defending against Leclerc before trying an undercut on him. But Sainz has now overtaken Leclerc. As now at the end of lap 7, Leclerc could be going for a move here. He's only 2 tenths behind, and now with DRS enabled here, he is going to go for the move. We're going to go a bit defensive. We place our car perfectly in the middle of the track. And now here with DRS, Leclerc going for the move. We just managed to hold it, and I think he lifted off there. But despite that lift off, he still might go for the move. But Sainz is sure going to go for the move back on Leclerc. He does get the move done. We go a bit deep and force Sainz wide again, and that's going to allow Leclerc. But again, oversteer, we're just really struggling. So the initial grip we got off the soft tyres to keep us in P2 is really waning now. As we're boxing this lap, we really need this to work. We better undercut them, but I'm sure Perez will win this race though. He's still right on our tail, and we're not, since he pit during the safety cars. Our engine goes, and I was absolutely shocked about this. No prior warning. Our engine has blown up at the worst possible time. Our car looked competitive here around Miami. Maybe not the win, but a podium surely is. Our engine's gone. I park it in completely the wrong place, but still, I can't believe that. 4 races and 2 mechanical failures. That's our race over. That's it. I don't believe that. Maybe it's a good thing we invested in the gearbox upgrade then, because we really need this. So then Sergio Perez wins the race. So we have DNF'd out the race when our car looked reasonably strong. At least Sonoda got another 9th. He gets 2 more points for the team, but durability like that, and we're not going to go anywhere. So we get a bit more weekly resource points. We're curious to know what part failed. So we get 480 resource points for the mechanical failure. I guess that's some sort of... That's okay, but it's the internal combustion engine, the thing we just switched out. All our new components we put in, and the combustion engine failed. But thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, do like and subscribe, and join me again for the Grand Prix in Imola next time. Thank you. Goodbye.